Hi there and welcome to our next video on stem cells and differentiation. So let's start off with differentiation, and here's the definition. Differentiation is a process when a cell changes to become specialized for its job. So the key word over here is changes. The cell actually changes to become known for its function, specialized for its job. And cells which are not differentiated are called stem cells, and we're going to have a look at that now. So stem cells um, is undifferentiated cells which can give rise to more cells of the same type and can differentiate to form other types of cells. So it can give a rise maybe in red blood cells, or maybe in white blood cells, or nerve cells. In adults, stem cells can be found in the bone marrow, and these can differentiate to form cells found in our body. But the key thing here is adult stem cells cannot differentiate into any other types of cells. Therapeutic cloning is when an embryo, so when the baby is produced with the same genes as the patient. Stem cells from the embryo can be transplanted into the patient without being rejected by the patient's immune system. So this point over here, most things when they're transplanted into a patient, they can be rejected by the patient's immune system. But when stem cells are transplanted into the patient's immune system, it won't be rejected. And there are some reasons why people have they are not allowed to do this, maybe because of religious matters, but we're going to have a look at that later in this video. So stem cells can also be used for medicines. Once inside the patient, the stem cells can differentiate to replace cells which have stopped working correctly. So, for example, if nerve cells have been stopped working correctly, stem cells can be transferred into the body, and then these can then differentiate to replace the nerve cells that have stopped working correctly. And again, stem cells can replace faulty blood cells. However, with stem cells for medicines, there are risks as well. For example, stem cells grown in a lab maybe become contaminated with a virus which could be passed on to the patient, which could make them sicker. So this is a key point, and you could be asked this in your exam. So stem cell research. In some countries, stem cell research is banned, and in the UK, it's done under strict measures. Some people have ethical or religious objections to this procedure, so they can't do it because of their religion. And some people believe that human embryos shouldn't be used to experiment on one's potential life, so it could cause harm to that person's life. That's why they have objections to that. So stem cells can produce identical plants. So plants have stem cells as well. The roots and the buds contain meristem tissue. Meristem tissue. These stem cells can differentiate into any type of plant tissue. So, for example, leaves. Um, yeah, this happens during any point in the plant's life. So, out of a range, it can happen at any time. This means we can clone a rare plant to stop it from going extinct, or we could produce cloned crop plants for farmers to use. So this is a way that we can stop plants from getting extinct. So say we have a really rare plant, we can actually clone that plant, so it would stop it from going extinct. And in our next video, we're going to be having a look at some questions for differentiation and stem cells. So but that is it for this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked it, and one last thing, please subscribe and hit the like button.